once again to the Forward Compatible Podcast. This is episode 113, part 1, for April 6, 2014. My name's Tony, and I'm joined, as always, by my fellow podcasters, Jason. Mark's finally back. I'm Matt.
Where am I?
I'm Matt.
Hey. The description for with the exception of last week's, the two prior weeks.
Mark's still missing.
Mark is missing.
Mark
is still missing.
Yeah. I read, watched.
So, before we jump into the weekly roundtable,
Sure.
we want to let everybody know what happened last week. My grandfather passed away. So, like I put on our Facebook post, Tony and Mark were nice enough to forego recording and actually come out to the funeral services. So I want to thank them for that again. And they tried to be nice and not have me worry about stuff for the week, but that kind of backfired in their faces because I am the brains of the operation.
What broke?
Mark is the boyish good looks, and Tony is the voice.
Yes, I
That's how
tried.
that works.
I did the little the part 2 of the sexy cast. I don't know. I did my best, but I was really tired. It was Monday night. The services were Sunday.
Worked out, yeah. We got, and I put up part 2 from the previous week because it just so happened that everything went down Wednesday night, which is when I was posting everything. So I was like, nope,
I was supposed to be on that sexy cast, and then I went car searching.
Yeah,
and then
I was waiting. I'm like, I gotta go to bed. I'm like, I'm just gonna,
I'm
just gonna do this real quick.
11, so
yeah.
Buying cars.
Woohoo!
Shit ton of work.
Adult stuff.
Adult stuff.
Let me tell you. I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
All right. Well, with that, I suppose
Damn
we
it,
can kick off the weekly roundtable and catch everybody up on what we've been playing since the last time we all spoke.
Or as Tony said last week, I guess I'll kick off the weekly roundtable and catch you guys up on what I've been playing since the last time.
There you go.
So you listened to it.
Yeah, well, I had. Who's
I
gonna
had
put it
to.
together?
I figured you
They made me.
Maybe you did the first 10 seconds.
Well, I had to make sure
cut
that
in.
you didn't go, Jason, start over.
Did you actually do that?
No.
He's done it in recordings before.
I was figuring I was going to do the whole thing myself, so I was like, yeah.
Just sends it to him. Jason, no, cut that shit. I know
started-
you're listening for an hour,
He's
but...
done it before. Like, that sounded like I'm listening to, it was a Painkiller. He's like, that sounded like shit, I'm going to do it over.
Yeah.
Ready? 3, 2, and he's counting down for me, and I'm like...
Whatever, it's high roll.
Hayes, what have you been playing this week?
A shitload. I've been playing Mercenary Kings on PS4.
How do you like that? I haven't gotten around to it yet.
I love it.
And I heard that's
What is that?
the 4 Co-Optimus.
It's if you took blah 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 blah.
It's like Contra.
Yeah. No. What's that other game that's like Contra with the bullets and the shooting and the side scrolling?
Pretty much Contra.
Sure. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Metal Slug?
Metal Slug. Thank you. So take Metal Slug and like give it an artistic look of it, kind of like Scott Pilgrim had. I don't know if you played that arcade 4-player game. Yeah. And it's really freaking fun. They got weapon crafting in there, and the multiplayer is really good. It's also very punishing at a lot of parts.
It's 4-player co-op, right?
Yeah.
We could all get down on that shit.
Except Tony will never get in that game.
Well, we can't all get down on that shit.
What? He calls me.
So I've been playing that a lot. I played Dynasty Warriors on PS4 because my friend got it. And every time I've ever played Dynasty Warriors, I was never a fan of it. This is the first one I've actually kind of had fun playing.
But you're playing co-op in it, right?
Yes.
That makes it completely different.
Changes everything.
Try playing it single player, you're going to hate it.
I've been playing single player too.
No, you
I
hate
don't
it.
mind it.
You
No, I
hate it.
hate it.
Don't
Well,
mind
because the
it.
thing is, there's no co-op for the story mode.
You hate it.
I heard you hate it.
No, I'm telling you. That
Okay.
you hate it.
Rumor around town.
Yes, you hate it.
Remember how I told you I'm going to, in the future, do my reviews?
Mm-hmm.
I've played it for 2 days.
Okay.
We're not at the
so-
1 week point yet. Next
It's
week
true.
I might be like, fuck this game!
And
I
it-
hate this!
In Hayes' defense, I've known Hayes a few years now, and every game ever is amazing.
I thought he just picked you
The
up
first
from the
week.
store one day saying you're gonna
Occasionally
be a
there's
guest.
one that I hate at first. What's that?
I thought he just said he picked you up one day. He said you're going to be a guest on a show.
It's true. That's how we know.
Yeah, I was walking down the street and he's like, hey.
Hey, you look like you play video
This
games.
was like a month ago.
But yeah, and then occasionally there's one that I hate at first, but then a week later I'm like, yeah, it's not so bad. I enjoy it. So
Hey,
I played What?
You're gonna hate them and then love them?
Yeah.
Really?
I can never just consistently feel the same way about a game.
How can you review anything?
Except for Infamous, actually, which I still feel the same way. I liked it. I still like it. I beat it twice now. Did the good and bad playthrough.
Which
It's
one
got that
better?
platy, right?
Yes, I need 3 more trophies. And this will be
Which-
my second platinum ever.
Which path do you like better, good or evil?
I like good better.
You'll have to wait and find
Damn
out when
it.
Hayes reviews Infamous later in the week.
Apparently,
So
throughout
we'll just cut out what I just said.
Sucker Punch, the way they designed the Infamous series is the good endings will end up being the canon endings. Like, as you.
Yeah.
But I'm
The
always
rest
the
of it.
bad guy.
Well, but just like pretty much any other game that has the good evil path, it's never as influential as you want it to be. When
Yeah.
you're evil, you want it to be like a completely different story. But it's always just a little like, oh, I'm more of an asshole now. All right.
I graffiti everything.
It's
no, but
the,
you graffiti at evil.
Okay.
Not graffiti good.
Are you playing with the camera or not the camera?
No camera.
Okay, is it still all the motion sensing? Like, with the side?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I was just making sure that there wasn't some additional feature. 'Cause,
No. Same thing basically.
Alright. Gyros.
So yeah, I still like that game a lot. I'm getting my last 3 trophies, and I've still been playing. Oh, and the other game that I really got into was Fez. Which,
Fuck Philfish.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about him.
well, I know we don't talk about him, but his
Jason,
game
what'd
is
you
not.
play?
But his game is not terrible.
You want to play the best version of Fez you can? Play Super Paper Mario.
Yeah. I tried Paper Mario.
How about yourself, Mark?
Well, I played nothing this week because that's how much time I have. But if I would have played anything, I would have played World of Tanks. I would have done amazing. And I would have probably also played Infamous and maybe some Metal Gear. I might have played Metal Gear on like Sunday, Monday. I don't remember though. It might have been Sunday.
It was a busy week.
Yeah, maybe Sunday I might have played Metal Gear. Maybe.
As for myself, just Ass Creed 4. That's all I did. Honestly, I barely gamed this week. I in full swing with work now, and I probably put like 2-3 hours into it all week. That's all I did. So.
I did not have an opportunity to play anything this week because of the circumstances, but there are a couple things that I'm going to at least go over to fill some time to everybody knows what we have going on. C2E2 is coming up in 2 weeks? 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And I will be there representing Forward Compatible and Gamers Gather. I'll probably be there every single day. And then we don't have a locked-in date yet, but we are doing the launch event for GamersGather.com. That's going to be, hopefully, we're shooting for the second week of May. On a Friday, so Tony can be there. We'll have details finalized probably this time next week for what we're doing with that. Moss is doing a 24-hour stream this coming Saturday, the 12th, whatever that. Yeah, it's coming Saturday, 12th.
Dates
to raise money for Galloping Ghost to expand their into the next building.
What's he streaming?
He is streaming Legend of Zelda, Link, Adventures of Link. I think he's doing one of the Game Boy ones. I'm not sure. Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time.
So he's just doing Zelda?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a mini 24-hour Zelda marathon with the goal of raising $5,000.
Cool.
5,000 or is it 25,000? I don't remember what he said, but he'll be back. He should be back on the show next week then too. We'll talk about that a little bit more. I'm probably going to be there for that. So
He better name his character Zelda.
I mean, it makes it harder
Don't care.
because he did say he's going to be using exploits to get through some of the games because obviously you can't play all 5 of those games in 24 hours normally.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we'll post some information about that.
Yeah.
Mark, this is where we start news.
News!
What are you going to call it next year?
You know.
Slap that.
Is that one of
Dude,
the
I'll
stories?
slap that one of the stories.
You shut your mouth!
Shut your damn whore mouth.
Sam!
Sam said it. Same thing.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Dirty, sexy, news.
News!
News!
Fools was this last week. Yes, it was, Sam. Titanfall's addition to the April Fools was adding Optimus Prime.
Yeah,
Anyone else hear the trailer?
I really wish they would have.
It would have been kind of cool for the day. On top of that, the World of Tanks decided to add a 8-bit game mode along with a free tank in your garage called Carl. And I actually did play one game that I remember, and I was like, it was stupid. And then I closed it out, and that was my game.
Stupid.
Anyway, on top of that, we had the Sony's. I think this was a Sony parody. I don't think it was officially Sony. They came out with the IPS Vita Galaxy S5. You had Domino's in Europe call their new pizza the Edibox, where you can actually eat the box, because there's some other ones. You had Frostbite make some terrible jokes at Nintendo, saying, Frostbite will now power Half-Life 3, coming out summer 2014, hashtag Wii U exclusive. Alongside that, they also did, Frostbite now runs on the Wii U, since it's the most powerful Gen 4 platform. Our renderer is now optimized for Mario and Zelda.
And they later had to come out and apologize for their statements.
Frostbite didn't apologize.
He did.
Peter Moore did. It's like, sorry. He also had to say that we haven't officially killed off the Wii U in our.
Yeah, they're like, we're still supporting
We
Nintendo.
still support it.
Yeah.
What games do you have coming out for Wii U? EA. Nothing. Anybody else have any of these April Fool's jokes? I thought it would be interesting time if you had a good one.
No, I thought the crack on Nintendo was the funniest one, but then it kind of lost some of its zing because they're like, oh, we're sorry. It's like, relax, it's an April Fool's joke. We get it. Haha, funny.
There was a non-gaming one that got me, and it's just because I'm an extremely gullible person. And they posted, oh, Firefly is going to come back, Netflix is resurrecting it. And of course I'm not looking at the date on it, which is 2011. And I was all happy for about 10
This
minutes.
is a 3-year-old goof?
Yeah. This is also at 6 a.m. when I just woke up. But I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, it's amazing, I post it, and then 10 minutes later I'm like crying because I realized that it's bullshit. And kind of
Everyone's
sad.
making fun of you.
Yeah, shut up.
I was rather upset this April Fool's because I'm a pretty big prankster, and by the time I realized it was April Fool's, it was 8 p.m. and I was an hour away from going to sleep because I had worked all day.
Oh.
And I got a little sad. I was like, I didn't get to pull off any goofs this week. This
You
year.
made a sexy cast.
Was that on April 1st?
Yeah.
Maybe.
You did.
Well, there was another company who was going to allow you to rent out your desk while you went out to lunch, much like the like when you rent out your car to be a taxi. I forget the name of that company.
A lift.
Yeah,
Lyft,
something like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Fucking A.
Trying to think what other ones I had found. Dogs are doing stuff
And things.
and things. Anywho, I guess we can move on from that. Amazon Fire launched this week. Oh yeah! Honestly, spec wise, is about the same as the Ouya. $99, $149 with
With
I
the
think the
controller.
controller. Next month you have Walking Dead coming out, NBA 2K14, and Minecraft.
This thing's gonna demolish the Ouya just because it's Amazon and they're gonna shove it down everybody's throats through advertising.
Have you gone to Amazon's webpage in the last week?
Yeah, it's everywhere.
It's
I know.
the main page.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, and it's also got the whole streaming thing going for it, right? Because it's
Yeah, it's like an all-in-one
Yeah,
screen box.
so,
It's like a-
so it may get better support because the install base might actually surpass 1 million units or whatever the hell the Ouya sold.
right.
But I don't know. I was getting excited like when the controller leaked and they were like, oh, it's a $300 box. I'm like, oh, maybe it's on par with the new systems and they're subsidizing it because they figure that's their way into the market.
Just another way to play Angry Birds.
Yeah, that's all it is. But
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, maybe it is a $500 console. And they're like, we'll take the hit because you don't trust us yet over Sony or
Remember
or
that time
Xbox.
I bought Ouya? Remember that?
I remember that shit.
Remember when I traded in 3 weeks later?
I remember that
yeah,
shit.
I remember that too.
After you told Tony that you were going to give it to him, and you didn't.
I didn't tell us.
Yes, you
give
did.
it to him.
Yes, you did.
It's true.
True story.
These are true stories.
Amazon says
News!
that they will be trying to charge about $1.85. That's about the average price per game. So you got to figure most games will be either 99 cents or the $1.99 for most games. Some will fall, pricier, but
Yeah, I'm couldn't care less.
No, I'll wait for the Vita TV.
Vita.
I mean, realistically, I have an Apple TV, so I don't need a streaming device. I have, an Xbox One, a 360, and a PS3. I've got my bases covered.
You do.
I'll wait for the Vita TV.
$30 Chromecast. What?
What? Free Apple TV? What?
What?
Thanks, Moss.
News!
News!
This is all Xbox news, since they did a lot this week. The new head of Xbox, Phil Spencer!
Thank fucking God. The only guy at Microsoft's Xbox division that I actually like is now...
Yeah, I've always been okay with him.
I'm sorry, go ahead with the story. I just wanted to get the thank God out
Well,
there.
well, that was the first part. We also had that Phil Spencer believes virtual reality isn't a fad.
That he's probably
It's the
wrong
future.
about, but...
I tried to bring up articles because I remember this exact same thing when the Kinect was, or motion gaming started to come out. Everyone was saying it isn't a fad, it's the new thing. Everyone said the same thing about 3D.
We did a whole part 2 weeks ago about...
No, there's a new thing. Get a Titan Z.
A Titan C?
Yeah, it's a new one. Z.
Z.
Yeah.
Get a Titan Z.
Get a Titan Z. $3,100.
We had done a whole topic of the week about VR, and then literally like the day after we
All this shit
recorded
came
it,
up, I know.
then Facebook bought Oculus and blah 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 blah. I'm already sick of talking about VR.
And it's only been
Personally.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And considering that I checked out for pretty much a week, so we're gonna say 1 week.
Yeah, I'm not...
I'm gonna wear them, and we'll see. I'm probably not buying.
I don't know. They really got to sell me on these things, and like it's going to be an even bigger stretch if like Microsoft makes their own and Sony makes their own. We covered this all on that the topic of the week,
Which was called
VR.
VR.
I saw.
This guy.
We're sneaky like that. Yeah.
It was
Phil Spencer. Phil
Spencer
Spencer's
was one of the lyrics from VR Troopers, if anybody remembers that show.
I don't know.
Phil Spencer's good news. Good news for Xbox. The guy actually cares about the brand.
Yeah, unlike guy who says he would have gotten rid of it before.
Yeah, he's one of the few suits that I'm not upset that's in charge.
Why do you think they had gotten rid of? Did they, I haven't seen any.
They
official
just switched.
reasoning.
They just switched titles around with people.
Is that what
he
it was?
got promoted to the Xbox brand. So
Yeah, gotcha. On top of that, more Xbox news. We had a 5-year-old discover a, I guess, security workaround. So while trying to buy something off his dad's Xbox, enter the password incorrectly. Well, then it takes you to a second security screen, and apparently if you just hit space and then hit OK, it goes right through. Father actually reported this to Microsoft. In return, Microsoft gave the son 4 free games, year of Xbox Gold, $50 Microsoft card.
That's pretty badass.
it's not a security flaw. It's a
That's a workaround.
it's a parental control workaround. You know when the parents lock their kids out?
Yeah, 'cause of
that's
passwords,
what
yeah.
it works around. You can't just like go into people's
Right.
Yeah.
Xbox accounts by hitting space.
Damn, I was gonna try Jerker today.
Just letting you know. Jerker 1015.
You see all the
I was gonna
corny
buy, I was
ass.
gonna buy FIFA.
Got them fifas.
Got them
Got
fifas.
them fifas. More news!
More news!
This is, unfortunately...
Are you done with Xbox?
Give me a second.
Chess.
I don't know if it's on there or not. I don't
No.
know. We didn't review it. RBI?
Oh, RBI Baseball?
Yeah.
You want me to go into that?
It was really quick. I mean, RBI baseball.
RBI
14
Baseball's coming back.
Yeah. It's the only way that you can play a baseball game on Xbox this
It's
this
true.
year.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Just
Just
get
get the show.
just get a Titan. I mean, a PlayStation.
Just get a Titan Z.
Get a Titan Z. Get a Titan Z.
I just wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah, RBI
I
Baseball.
was kind of excited about it for an arcade game.
Well, shouldn't you have been excited about it like 3 months ago when I reported it on the news?
It's true.
No, because I don't pay attention to half the shit you talk about.
Great, because this next story is tech news. So, here we go. So, Qualcomm is coming out, and they're letting you know that to replace your N network, you should be replacing it with an AC network. Basically, AC spectrum will allow you to have about 3 times the Wi-Fi speed. It will have denser packet data now.
Is this really on your news?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Is it?
Yeah.
So it's good.
I just buy.
It's good.
I just buy whatever Apple tells me to.
Airport Extremes, $200.
They're all over the house.
No, this was I was hoping Brian would be here, and he wasn't. So.
Who?
Yeah.
Superberg.
Who?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. We're gonna talk and do
I-
stuff.
I got one that I wanted to talk about.
Please do.
Because we had some more developments in the Naughty Dog world.
Yes.
Amy Hennig, the chick who basically created Uncharted, landed a new role. I'm pretty sure every studio on the planet was going after her, but she ended up signing with EA and Visceral Games to work on the next Star Wars project that they're coming out with. And shortly after that, her sidekick on Uncharted 1 and 3, because Naughty Dog split into two teams, Justin Richmond, I think, also left Naughty Dog.
I have a quick question for you.
Yes.
The comparisons between what happened with Epic a year and a half ago and Naughty Dog this year are pretty close.
No, well, yeah, I guess, but Epic, what's the other guy's name? Not
Not Cliffy.
Not
but,
Cliffy.
Rod Ferguson.
Rod Ferguson.
Rod Ferguson. Those two ran Epic. Naughty Dog's a lot different because there's dude, I can't think of his name because he stays out of everything. And then there was there was Amy Hennig and Justin Richmond that headed one team, and they all worked together on Uncharted 1, but then they broke off. And then she oversaw Uncharted 2, but that got handed off to like Neil Druckmann and Company, which is the second team. And those ended up being the guys that wrote The Last of Us and Uncharted 2, which are their two best games, if you ask me.
My only question is how does that make you feel going into Uncharted 4?
That's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
So, then Amy Hennig and Justin Richmond took care of Uncharted 3, and then it went back to Druckmann and team for 4. So when she left, it seems like her team wants to follow, but the guys who wrote Uncharted 2, the best Uncharted, and best
Worst
game ever,
in the franchise.
and The Last of Us are still at the helm, and they're just going to take care of Uncharted 4. So it sucks, but I'm not really concerned at all.
Still a solid team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naughty Dog is the most talented developer there is.
Until they tell you
one
until
person.
they tell you it's a prequel that does not star Nate Drake, and
Yeah, I'll
they
start
change it.
crying. Yeah.
Then they change the controls on you, and they get rid of horde mode.
Yeah.
So as long as they get a solid leader.
They have
Or
them.
something. Oh.
Naughty Dog's got plenty of talent. You know, like one or two people are really important, but they don't make the entire team. So
Right.
I'm not too concerned about it. It sucks, and I'm curious to see how this all unfolds because I'm pretty sure they made her sign an NDA when she got fired because she still hasn't said anything.
Right.
Because usually when like people leave on good terms, we see this all the time in the news. People are like, "Oh, it was a pleasure to work with them.
Right.
I'm excited about my new chapter in life and all this BS," which is just like, "Hey, I quit." But when they get fired, they get forced to sign an NDA, so they can't disclose what anything was.
What was going on? Yeah.
Yeah, and she can't really say anything about anything. And now she's just like, "I'm with EA now." So I'm actually excited. I want to see her new shit because that chick's a genius.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy she's taking care of Star Wars. She might actually finally do the series justice.
Yeah, it's been going downhill since Knights of the Republic.
So yeah.
Cool. That's all. Just wanted to see.
Why is he creativity in a Star Wars game? What?
Oh my god, it might have story.
It might.
News.
News!
The worst story I've ever reported on ever.
World of Tanks is shutting down.
Well, actually, they just donated $4 million to esports, so they're doing pretty damn well. Thanks for asking. David Letterman announced he's retiring sometime in 2015.
I say
What was that?
I say we have a little fan vote here. I say we continue the legacy of David Letterman in all of its glory. But if the fans are not, if they want to see it die,
He's great.
well, that's what I was saying. We could switch it up
Cool.
to Jimmy
Yeah.
Fallon or something. But I what do you find folks out there think? I think we call it honorary David Letterman.
In memory. Would make sense. I could really use it my Coke. I left it in the other room.
Sucker.
Very sad.
That's what you get.
Yeah, I know. Do you have any other news we would like to talk about? Love to open and free, much like Tony in the summertime with his shorts.
My all access.
Never seen you in
Breathable.
shorts, Tony.
Everyone fucking leaves.
Well, now it's just the two of us, so Mark.
How you doing?
Hey.
I'm Eric.
Oh, now
I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. Okay.
In honor of David Letterman, we could all do it if you'd like.
No.
It's all you, sir. It's all you. Get one out there.
I mean, he ain't gone yet. We still got a year.
I know.
So.
I have to get it off though. Much like Tony in the summertime with his shorts.
Yeah. Hold on.
Hi, Kim.
Hi.
Hey.
You like my cat?
What?
Marika?
I did.
Jesus.
It made me kind of cry.
You know what that reminded me of? The South Park toilet paper episode.
Toilet paper? Toilet
And
paper.
you just see it all fucking.
What are you gonna do with this gum? You better not be sticking this under
You
the
kids
desk.
be careful with this. Okay, toilet paper.
I remember you coming in last week and buying about this much toilet
It was
paper.
for you tonight.
Gross, dude.
Well then. I guess it's time for.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh god.
Is it time for,
Yeah.
Bye, Mark.
Everybody's left except for me.
Andrew Dillon.
What's up, Andrew?
We're gonna need you here for this one.
Sup, Andrew?
Okay? He's got 2 questions this week.
Did you get the
So
one
okay,
from
back.
last week?
Hi.
Because I didn't answer any questions.
I don't know. He resent it. So.
Okay.
Anyways, Andrew Dillon says, I'm looking to buy a Vita.
Do it!
We have 3 in the room right
Which
now.
model
This is the
should I
population.
get, and what are the best games to pick up with it?
Okay. You definitely want to get the old school.
Old one.
Yeah, get the old school OLED screen. It's prettier. All you're missing out on is the 1 gigabyte of internal memory with the newer version. But
That game won't do
1
shit for
gigabyte
you.
is absolutely nothing. You're gonna have to get a couple memory cards anyway.
I was
So-
told that the American version of version 2 is going to come with the OLED because of the backlash that Americans put up with the screen quality.
Really?
That's what I was told.
With no price change.
With
It'll
no
still
price
be,
change.
It'll still be the cheap price.
Yes.
I wouldn't quote Mark on that because it sounds like he's lying. Because he does that a lot.
I'm slightly skeptical, but hey, if the new one does have that OLED, go for it.
Yep.
Games. Start collecting now. This is for everyone, not just Andrew Dillon. If you have PlayStation Plus, every month you should be putting everything into your shopping bag.
Your
Jason
treating's
does
free.
that. If you ever get one in the
Until this
future,
past month,
even with a
I kinda lost
PS4
track.
or a Vita or whatever, yeah, I know. But if you ever end up acquiring one in the future, you'll look back and you'll have like 30 games already, and you'll be like, oh my god, this is great.
Yep.
So you won't even have to buy shit.
I actually have a fantastic idea to start you off with. Is if you can still get your hand on the Amazon Winter Bundle, it came with I believe a month of PlayStation Plus. If you didn't have it, comes with a download code for Uncharted, Gravity Rush, Sly Cooper, and Hotline Miami. I
Which
believe.
none
No,
of that
it's
matters because 3 of the 4 of those are on PlayStation Plus right now for free.
No, the other one was Retro City Rampage.
Also
But it
free.
also comes with a 4 gigabyte memory card, and it is still the exact same price as going out to a GameStop and
Just picking up the
buying
bare
it.
bones one.
So you get memory card, 4 games that you may or may not have already, and that is your best deal right now, if you can still get your hands on it.
All 3 of us that own it, we're all in unison to get the old one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it does end up having the OLED screen with the new one,
Yeah.
Then grab the new
Go
one.
new.
well then go for that Borderlands one because you're getting Borderlands, the Vitas, and the 4 gig memory card.
Run like crap.
You also with the newer one, you're gonna get a better battery life, but it's only like an
Better.
hour. It's only an hour better, so it's really not that
Still
big
gonna
of a
get
deal.
it. Yeah.
Game wise, off the top of my head, I'm gonna say grab Uncharted,
Yep.
grab Velocity Ultra, grab Guacamelee.
Pixel
grab,
Junk Monsters.
Huh?
Pixel Junk Monsters.
That's a good one. Grab.
I thought the Assassin's Creed was pretty good on there.
Yeah.
No?
Mortal Kombat's really good. If you're a Little Big Planet fan, I think it's the definitive game. Little Big Planet wise, I think that's the best one. So we'll start throwing some out there.
What I would say is get Zero's Escape Part 2 and
Yes.
Persona 4, fantastic. Soul Sacrifice is great if you like the Monster Hunter type games, which I don't, but I personally like Soul Sacrifice. It's cool.
Yep.
Everyone's just busting out their
I'm
fucking
gonna
videos.
say what's on my thing here.
Dust Force is really good.
Oh, yeah.
I had it on PC already.
Hey, man, I go check mine.
Let's see, let's
Super
see.
Stardust Delta.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably, if you like space shooters, it's one of the best ones ever made.
If you like first-person shooters, Killzone Mercenary.
Yeah, Killzone's
It's
good.
pretty cheap now, and it's
Unit
really good.
Unit 13's awesome, but I think that's on PlayStation Plus right now.
yeah.
Urban Trial. It's Trials.
Yeah.
Pretty much in a lot of the cross-buy ones, get those because
Why not?
you're gonna end up playing it on the Vita because you're gonna be on the move most likely.
Andrew
so check
Dillon does
those
have
out.
PlayStation Plus because he's on his PS4.
Yeah, start locking those free games in, dude. Because even if you wait a month or two to pick one up, like the cool thing about the Vita is you don't have to buy much because they give away so many great games. You can't keep up.
There's like, I think you start off with like 10 free almost.
Yeah, and then every
Pretty
month
much,
you're getting another
yeah.
game or two. You're just never gonna catch up. Like
It's
I bought-
been 3 games a month.
Yeah, I bought a lot like the first 6 months I owned it, and they're the same games I still own now because, with the exception of Killzone, which I picked up, and Tearaway, which are both good as well. Everything else, it's just like I'm still playing a game, and they'll give me 2 more, and it's just like you never catch up. Oh, stick it to the man.
And a few of the PS3, PS Plus free games that I've been seeing have also been cross-buy. So it's like, hey, more free
Yeah,
games.
you get like Thomas Was Alone when you pick that up. You get Hotline Miami when you pick that up.
Yeah.
Lone Survivor. All those like when they're free on PS3 anyway, you're gonna get them on Vita as well. So
Any games off the top of your head you can think to say stay away from?
Resistance Burning Skies is not a very good representation of Resistance. Definitely stay away from Call of Duty, even if you're a
Yeah.
fan of the series. It's not a good game. I haven't personally played Ragnarok Odyssey, but I heard it's atrocious.
Yeah, it's
for-
pretty
on
terrible.
the Vita.
I got it when it was like, $12 or something. I was like, I'll check it out. Now I deleted it right away.
Oh, Amazing Spider-Man. Stay the fuck away from that game.
Yeah.
It's pretty
horrifying.
Most of the ports stay away from most of them. There's a couple
Unless it's
that
Sony
are pretty
port.
decent.
Sony ports are fine.
Like Batman's fun if you're a big Batman fan, but it's not a great game, but it's not a bad. It's just a game. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not broken or anything.
It's
but
not worth your time though. It's hard as hell to navigate that map. It's more frustrating than anything. You gotta backtrack like crazy.
Just, if you really want to play that one, just buy it on your big console. You'll be able to see it better.
It's cheaper too. $20. And then just, I guess the last thing I'd say is any of those port ones for PS3, as long as it has cross save, generally it's been pretty good because Sony made it for both systems.
Sly Cooper's good. There was the issue with, I don't think they fixed it with Jack and Daxter collection.
Oh my god, that
It was
first
so
game.
That is the
broken.
only
So
Sony
broken.
port I say to stay away from.
The frame rate was.
It was,
And I
it was
hear,
pretty bad.
both the Oddworlds are awesome. They run really well on the Vita. If you've never
Yeah, they
played,
do.
if you've never played them,
Stranger.
Yeah.
and,
really
you don't,
good
and
on
I
it.
don't think you have a PS3, right, Andrew? So you can't play them anyway. So Stranger's Wrath and Munch's Odyssey, excellent on the Vita, and they all got trophies now. Plus, there's all those like $2-3.
we just gave you a year's worth of games to go play. Scoot.
Yeah.
Scoot Buff Jr.
So we're good with that, now, right? We're good.
Go grab one. It's so good. It's so good. You will not regret a Vita.
If I don't stop you guys now, you will continue to talk for
Sure.
the next 2 hours. So we're
Sure.
going to move on to the next question.
Bastard.
Andrew wants to know, what are your guys' favorite breakfast foods and drink?
Oh god.
Ooh.
So also, how do you like your coffee? I take mine with just a bit of half and half, no sugar or flavor. Here we go again.
I occasionally dabble in the flavors, but typically I'm a milk and sugar kind of guy with black coffee. So, breakfast.
Breakfast foods.
I really enjoy breakfast food, but I don't eat it at breakfast time. I typically get them at we'll go do something and then we'll go to Denny's at 2 in the morning. And then I'll grab some eggs and
Put
stuff.
some milk
I'm
in
a
a
big
bowl,
fan of
and then put
breakfast.
the fucking.
I'm a big fan of breakfast for dinner.
Yeah.
Aggravating.
Of course, cereal, which, yeah.
Yeah.
I eat
Don't
breakfast
start.
6:15 a.m. every morning,
Ooh.
except for Saturday. Yeah.
Pouring the
I
cereal
love
in
breakfast.
first,
I
right?
live for breakfast. My fiance is just she gets driven nuts by it because she hates breakfast. She hates breakfast food. She doesn't want to eat anything until 1 p.m. And I'm just like, you're crazy. This is why you're always complaining. But I'm so hungry at 2 o'clock. Well,
Fucking eat some goddamn breakfast.
right. I usually make myself if
Yeah,
I'm
black-
eating breakfast food
and then,
myself that I'm making at home.
sass in there.
I'll have about 4 or 5 eggs, which is why I'm kind of a fatty right now. About 12 slices of bacon. I'm a big bacon fan.
I love bacon. Bacon.
I'll be going to Costco, just getting pounds of it. And and also adding pounds to me.
to you.
It's great.
Directly.
It's awesome. It wasn't so bad
Straight
back when I was
from
actually
to
working
me.
out with it. But I'm kind of a breakfast connoisseur. You'll see me at all the cafes, and I don't know if you've ever been to like Over Easy on
I have
Daily.
not, but I saw it, yeah.
My God, it's delicious. And then there's this one place over in Wrigley that has this French toast loaf. Like, you order the French toast, you're thinking you're going to get a couple slices. They bring you a loaf of bread, and it is so fucking delicious.
That's
Like,
awesome. I
in
want
the
that.
way it's soaked up syrup.
Give me that.
It's.
And
Oh, Pick Me Up. Pick Me Up Cafe is what the place is called.
so far, we've all grazed over at the best breakfast food. Fucking pancakes. Love pancakes.
I do like pancakes. I do.
I'm more
They're
of a
moist.
line with the French
Nice
toast.
and fluffy.
I think there's just something about the French toast that it's like bread just soaked with eggs.
Uh-huh.
Because I love eggs. I drink eggs. I don't, but
He does.
But shut up.
My
So, yeah.
personal, if I had to choose, like when I wake up in the morning, love Special K with the strawberries.
Oh, I thought.
Crunchy and milky goodness. What
That's
would
why you're
you
in
know?
such good shape, Mark.
Hey,
Special
knock
K.
it off.
Special K, delicious. Coffee, cream,
I'm just
sugar.
gonna set this right here.
Generally a.
So good.
That is good.
What was the other question? It was coffee.
Coffee. How do you take your coffee? Mark's another coffee addict like myself.
Oh yeah, in the morning. I already had my coffee this morning. Feeling great.
Oh, and I'm half and half only.
I don't.
Sugars.
I don't do coffee.
Okay.
No.
It's a sad life you leave, sir.
No, I'm just. It's my great grandmother's fault because she would give me coffee when I
Beat you with
when I was
coffee?
little. No, and it would put me to sleep. It would put me, so now if I drink like straight coffee, I get tired.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird.
Now I'll do like an iced coffee or something like that. You know, some frou-frou drink or something. But
Those are good once in a while.
yeah, but
Refrigerator.
like
Orange mocha
just like
frappuccino.
regular coffee, it's mostly sugar and milk with a little bit of coffee in it.
Take a little coffee with your sugar,
Yeah.
Beastie Boy style.
Before we move
Like
on,
my sugar with coffee and cream.
let me pull this up here
Keep it
because
going, keep it going, keep
We
it
had an
going.
incident at
full
work
speed.
where we were listening to Beastie Boys. The F-bomb came out. And, it was definitely hurt the sales. That's for sure.
Andrew Dillon sent me a message on Skype earlier, and he had a question.
Skype?
The kind of not a question for us, but here I'll lay out the surrounding for you. He said, "My basement flooded with some bad storms that hit me. Almost everything was fine, and I didn't lose too much, but my original NES got ruined. I still have the game working, but the console, the wires, the controllers, the light gun, and a few games are gone." He remembers Moss was talking about how Moss had extras and stuff like that, and was curious if he'd be able to possibly pick up one cheap. And I'm looking at the list here, and because I asked him, like, give me a list of what you lost. An NES console, 2 controllers, an original RF switch, an original power supply, a modern AV cable for the TV, a light gun, 2 games, Rad Racer and Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt cartridge. What I'm going to do, Andrew, instead of asking Moss, I have everything except Rad Racer, I believe. And for sure this time I will pack it up and I will send you my personal NES that's sitting over there in the corner. Because I don't use it. If anything, I might just send you everything that I have for it, too. Give me a little bit of time to put everything together and kind of clean it all up, make sure everything's working fine, but I'll send you mine.
Wow.
Because he's always helping us out.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I figured
It's awesome.
I figured I'd
That's
be
cool.
nice and shoot him my stuff because I don't use it. It's props.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I do a little quick cross promotion for a second
What you got?
for Titan Games? They're actually having on their Facebook page. It's TYTON.
Listen to this.
If you go to it and like their page, you're entered to win a classic NES, a light gun with Mario Duck Hunt.
Okay.
So just for
Do that too. Why not? Then you'll have 2. You'll have a backup because I
There'll be
think,
a link right down here.
honestly, I think the only way that mine works is if you use the Game Genie with it. But I
Yeah.
have that, so
yeah.
either way.
Worst case scenario, most of that can be had for about $40. What you just listed.
But yeah, I figured
About $3.50.
Andrew's been
Battery fitted.
Andrew's been extremely loyal, so I'll clean up everything that I got, box it up, and ship it off to him. I don't need it. I've got emulators.
This guy's awesome. Oh wait, sorry. This guy's awesome.
Which now brings us to Tony's favorite segment of the show.
Bougie.
It's time for our BS facts.
Yes.
shades.
Episode 38, October 2012. Some of these are really relevant as to what today is. Today being WrestleMania. Keep that in mind. Tony says Resident Evil 6 is the best Resident Evil game in a long time.
And I stand by that.
Jason isn't there that week. It's just Mark and Tony. So he can't say anything. Tony says there are too many cutscenes in Resident Evil 6 and gives the example of the helicopter scene.
That's true. That's true. There's a lot of cutscenes. Could have trimmed some of the fat on Resident Evil.
We're moving on to episode 39 from November 2012. Tony says the main guy in Assassin's Creed, was it 4? Will be Asian.
Not even close. He's a blonde-haired fucking
Pirate.
Nordic cat.
Yeah.
Tony bets there is no way that the PS4 will come with the rumored 250 gig hard drive.
And I was correct.
Tony bets there will be multiple SKUs for the PS4.
No.
Yeah.
No, I didn't specify North America. There's multiple SKUs. Japan's got the one that includes fuckface Mac and
I love that game.
I love that game. Enhance the shit out of it.
Episode 39 was the breakfast intro where we were all talking about our breakfast.
Was this the first cereal debate?
Everyone wants a breakfast blacklist where everyone comes in at 9 a.m. and just talks about breakfast.
While eating breakfast?
Yeah.
Alright.
We've had so many cool plans and we haven't come through on any of them.
No.
Yeah,
I'll
we're
bring
kind
the
of
bacon.
fighters.
No
Unit
drunk,
13.
no drunk cast, no fucking breakfast cast.
Tony says Forza Horizon is awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was no Forza 4, but
We went over IGN's top 50 wrestlers and discussed each person and their location.
wow, that really lined up well, didn't it?
Everyone wants a wrestling blacklist. Still haven't done that
Still
yet.
haven't done that either.
I'm working on
We
something.
make a lot of plans.
I'm starting to see that.
Don't come through on any of them.
Tony says that Assassin's Creed series is one of the most broken game series gameplay-wise ever.
How long ago was this? 2 years?
This is...
A year and a half?
November
so
2012.
So 2 Assassin's Creeds later, still true. Still true. Very broken games.
Now on to the tournament.
Oh boy.
Doom Guy versus Crash Bandicoot. Jason and Mark go with Doom Guy. Tony goes with Crash.
Just won't die.
Doom Guy wins.
Going back. Like that
Alma
band rash you
versus
have.
Pyramid Head.
Elmo versus Pyramid Head.
Mhm.
Alright.
Mark goes with Alma. Jason and Tony go with Pyramid Head. Mark is furious. Pyramid Head wins.
No one
He's
played
still
that
mad.
game.
He's still
No
mad.
one played that game.
Wait, which character is this?
Olma from Fear.
Olma.
Navi versus the
I heard
Pikmin.
Elmo.
Fearful thing ever.
Navi versus the Pikmin.
Navi won by annoying him to death.
Everyone goes with the
Listen!
Everyone goes with the Pikmin, no doubt.
Listen.
The pigmen just fall over from being annoyed to death.
That is our BS facts for the week, and that'll bring us to a conclusion of this episode. Then.
I'm not going to be here the week that Vader beat Malik.
No, you're forgetting about the epic showdown. It's when Kratos fought Link.
Oh, I know
Tony
that's
and I like
I
straight up
remember that
argued.
one.
Oh, it was
That was
fucking
one that got
nasty.
to me.
It was nasty.
Blood was drawn.
You guys were like dragging me back and forth. I'm like, shit.
Were you here that
man.
day?
Yes.
We had to hug it out afterwards to
I think that was
make
the
sure
first
we were
time I was
okay.
here.
We're just sitting there screaming at each other.
God.
All right. All right. That'll do it for this week. This has been episode 113, part 1. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Catch us next week, same time, same place. Change it up a little bit.